guys, it's the Fish One, and I'll be honest, I'm not thrilled about doing this. I don't usually like watching deck profile videos on the internet. I'm not one of those type of creative people, and I just don't care that much. But the hip one's making me do this, so as you can tell by my bottle of water, I'm so thrilled to do this. And as you remember in the last week's video, I was using gimmick puppets. And we tagged using gimmick puppets and his gear deck. So I thought I'd show you guys the exact build of my gimmick puppet deck here. Let me just bring up the file, and here it is. Now, as you see, it's the exact like the cards I used in the show, and we're just going to go through it about a couple cards at a time, just because I don't like going through an analysis of everyone like Hip does. First one, really important one, Mystical Elf, because it has that 2000 defense. I mean, that's a really strong backing to the deck. It's almost like a staple in this one. Feral Imp's also another really big one. It's a huge beater, first off. It doesn't beat off, but it's a beater, first off. I mean, that 1300 attack points and 1400, that's 100 more defense. You don't see that in a lot of cards now. I mean, it's just what you do. And, of course, the best card ever, Beaver Warrior, has that whole 1500 defense. Fuck, I can't talk. It has 1500 defense. That's a really strong wall against a lot of monsters now. Mammoth Graveyard's another really good one. It's a great starter monster. You just put it straight out there and you fight Weevil's wasp monster that he plays, and then he thinks he gets the field power bonus, but you actually get a field power bonus too, so it's really cool. Now, this is a great one if you have Call of the Haunted in your deck, because that means he can infinitely revive, and if you combine him with Pumpkin King of Ghosts, he can just keep powering up, and it's really a great way to win the duel. Another great staple of this deck is Doma, the Angel of Silence. Now, you do have to tribute a monster to summon her, but, I mean, it's really worth it for that 1600 attack points. Same with Curse of Dragon with 2000. I mean, you can't really go wrong there. I thought they might have overpowered you a little by having a 1500 attack point monster with no tribute, so I don't really know why they put him in the deck. Also, like, Neo, that's 1700. I'm really starting to think that's a bit excessive. If you want to make sure these guys even stay more powerful, you can combine them with things like the Sword of Dark Destruction. I mean, it powers them up by 400 points. Honestly, I think that's just way too much. Combining Mystic Clown and the Sword of Dark Destruction, you're just overkill at that point. This is really a useless card. I don't put it in a lot of my decks. I don't understand why. I mean, you destroy your own monsters. What's the deal with that? I mean, when they're just thinking, instead of having a card that could destroy all of your opponent's monsters, let's just destroy the whole field. I guess that's a good idea. And another really overpowered card that I thought, I don't understand why it's not in a lot of decks now, Don Quieto, the Cure Master. I mean, you just get 1,000 points right there. I don't see a downside to this card. It's just that great. It's perfect. It's perfect. Another really good one, D-Spell. Another one I don't see used a lot today. I thought it could really be a great card to just... it'll just get rid of all your nasty cards your opponent uses. On a serious side note, that might actually be worth looking into deciding for Pendulum. Just saying. Two-pronged attack. I think it's a very balanced card, giving up 2 of your own monsters just to destroy an opponent's monster. It's not excessive. It's really just a way to do things. Another one I don't understand why I don't see in a lot of other decks while I'm playing online with Hip now is Change of Hearts. Now, I had to change the ban list a little to make sure that you could, it would show up. I mean, I don't understand. Is it a glitch in the system? I really don't know why it won't let me put them in my regular decks anymore. So I just, after building this gimmick puppet deck, it just really seems like I'm going to start putting it in all the rest of them. Same with Last Will. I mean, the Last Will card, it's perfectly balanced in this deck. It shows exactly what a card needs to do. And it's a great card. It really is. Another one that I think is a great one for this deck is Ultimate Offering, because you can combine it with the Dark Magician here. Ultimate Offering lets you pay 500 life points to summon multiple cards from your hand, And it was another one of those that I had to change the programming, I guess. I don't know what goes on with these rules. I mean, it's not like this card that's just plain bread and butter. Book of Secret Arts, another great card you combine with the Dark Magician. If you combine Book of Secret Arts and the Sword of Dark Destruction, I mean, that's 700 points. And if you add in reinforcements, holy shit, that's 1,300 points. 1,200. I can math, okay? It's just perfect. And if you have Yami on the field, holy shit, the Dark Magician just got 1,400 points stronger. That is a lot of points. Now, to bait out your opponents in this deck, though, you gotta use the Reverse Trap. And it's just a great card. It's just like Fake Trap and a lot of other decks. I don't understand why people don't use these nowadays. It's just fantastic. And the last card I'm really going to go over that I think is a really good one that I don't see anymore, Card Destruction. I don't understand this anymore. I mean, I saw a couple Dark World guys play it a couple times, and then all of a sudden it just hasn't showed up ever since then. I don't understand why no one uses it anymore. It's just an all-around great card. And it really goes well with this Gimmick Puppet deck, and like Gaia, it's just fantastic. And I hope you guys found this video insightful. I know I did. I guess I'll see you next time on Deck Profiles. Bye-bye. Oh, Hip is gonna kill me for this. I love you. Sorta.